It's not one way or another. It's not one thing or another. Like, it's a very interesting. It's very interesting how things actually work in the spirit realm or in the realm of the universe, whatever you want to call it. I do want to say that I'm sharing this information because the question was asked. I'm not here to change anyone's beliefs, make anyone believe anything, make anyone accept anything, or any of that. I'm just literally sharing my experience as a psychic medium, the things that I've uncovered and discovered through my own experience. It's not anything I've read in books or anything like that. It's literally experience that I've had as someone who communicates with spirits. I'm even here an ambassador for the spirits. That sounds too big. Like, that sounds too big to me. I'm just Arteicka at the end of the day. So, how can a spirit, that's the crows. I love the confirmation. So how can a spirit cross over and be with us? Okay, well, first let's touch on this. What is even crossing over? Well, that's when a spirit is no longer earthbound. And the majority of spirits are no longer earthbound. Earthbound spirits are usually those haunting things. There are earthbound spirits, but they're usually the ones ruminating in mental hospitals and things like that when you have, like, well, haunting, not truly haunting, but, you know, yeah, and they're likely usually stuck on the loop. Most spirits get crossed over, okay? So crossing over is just the spirit is no longer earthbound. Okay, well then, how is the spirit still with us? All right. We are more than we look like. We are multi-dimensional beings. We actually exist on different realms, and the realms they are side by side. They are one and the same in a sense. We exist on different realms. So when somebody transitions, they pretty much slide to another realm. But okay, that's what I was thinking about when I was in the shower. They pretty much slide to another realm, but are still able to access it. And because we're here, what was I gonna say? The tether. We would be the connection that they have to this world, which is why they would be with us. But at the same time, we're multi-dimensional beings, and we exist in different dimensions at the same time. Okay, and to explain this in another way of how, okay, another thing, we're all spirits. We just have a vessel. The difference between myself, you, and those who are on the other side is they no longer have a vessel. And I was thinking about this when I was in the shower, like, how do I explain this? Because it can be a lot to kind of grasp. So I came up with this analogy. Let's say you have, Lord, hopefully it's glitching. Hopefully the important parts are being heard. Sometimes this happens when I'm talking about things like this. And it can be a little aggravating to my own personal spirit, just being honest. So, what was I at? The best way, I have an analogy. So it's like a spirit within a body is like, picture this. Okay, you have a container, and the container is filled with water. When somebody transitions, it's like pouring the water out. It's like the water getting poured out. And then if you think about, if you pour water out, if you're not pouring it into another glass or anything, it goes multiple places. It goes everywhere. It is no longer contained. It's simply, we're all spirits. The vessel, this is literally what separates us from a spirit. So that's how they can be in multiple places at once. They're no longer, it's like air. You can't contain air. Like, so hopefully that helps. Was there anything else I wanted to touch on? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's it. That's how spirit can be in around alongside you and you can't see them, or whatever. But at the same time, still very present. Like for someone like me, I could see, I can hear, I could, feel, smell. That's how I know I'm connected with someone's like loved one. Is I'll end up tasting coffee or something like that. They send me signals. Sometimes I straight up see them. There have been times I straight up see them, and I'm talking about on earth, not so much in my mind's eye, or an apparition, a form of them. But yeah, that's how. So yes, Jenny, baby boy is crossed over, and yes, he's still with you all. And I did my best to try to explain how that's possible. So hopefully that helps. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to reach out. I think Shawnee says she's interested in what happens with life after death. A couple other people did too. Feel free to ask questions because that helps me with answering them. Like I could sit here and probably ramble about it, but it helps to have a prompt. Pretend like I'm AI. I'm not. But yeah, it helps me understand what it is that you're seeking to know. So yeah, hopefully that assists. And like Jenny, I'm here, and I'm reminding you. And you can always come. The reason why I set the space up like I do is so people can always come back and look at certain things to remind them. I personally don't want to keep reiterating things, but baby boy is telling me to remind you that he sends feathers. He sends feathers, because I don't know if you were gonna ask that or if it hit my mind. I don't know if you asked that or you just like, hey, tell this lady he sends feathers. Oh, that is something else I wanted to touch on too. Okay, because with baby boy, not baby boy in general, but soul, we all have contracts. We choose our parents and all that. Yeah, we choose our parents. So baby boy was tied to you before he even got birthed into this earth existing. He chose you and Denzel to be his parents. He chose this experience, and he chose this existence. So why wouldn't he still be with you? And he was also with you before you knew he was with you. He getting tired of me asking all these questions. I don't think so. I don't feel that. No, it's more so, and he's not tired of it. If anything, I would say if it's anybody, it's me, and it's not tired of you asking the questions. It's like it just doesn't stick. It's like, come on, man. Like, we done talked about this. I can keep saying it till I'm blue in the face, but that ain't gonna change the facts of the matter. My answer not gonna change because it's true. But yeah, I'm about to tap out. I did. Oh, they gone. As soon as I pulled up at the park. Crows are my spirit animal. And there's a reason for that. I work with deaths. Anyways, in the Morgan, if you know about these things. Alright, so, and there's a crow constantly going off right now. I pulled up at the park, and there is a bunch of baby crows. Like, I don't think I ever seen baby crows like this before. There's 11 baby crows at the park, and they let me walk up to them and everything. It was lovely. So, alright, hold on, I'm out.